welcome back. It's the second stream. Hooray! Alright, so I think I fixed my everything. I no longer wiggle whenever I move, so that's good. If you hear me dropping stuff, it's because I just dropped a little thing, so whoops. Welcome back! I'm so happy to see you. I was hoping that was you. Oh, okay. I got it. Hang on, let me type. It won't let me. I can't do a heart. So happy to see you though. I know you can't hear me, but I'm very happy to see you. And when I record this and post it later, you'll know. This is so fun. So hi, welcome back to the stream. I'm Daphne and welcome to my second ever stream. Hooray! So, I am happy to see you guys. I'm really thrilled to see you. I'm happy to see my first follower. Galpie! Hey, what's up? I'm alive! I am. I posted later tonight, so this is new. And I'm probably going to do the same thing on next Monday. I'm alive. I am. I'm alive. I managed to live. It was very hard. It snowed here, and I'm not from the north, so it's snowy, and I can't do it. Very tough. So I don't know if you're on Twitch, but I did a poll to see what game we might play after we chill and we talk for a bit. And one of them didn't actually click the poll. They voted Spider-Man, and Spider-Man won. I did put Bindi on it, but no one voted Bindi. No one voted Bindi. But Senor did vote on Dead by Daylight. And yeah, I'm sorry. I was gonna do Bendy anyway, but after it took like an hour, almost 2, to figure out the first level and had to look up a walkthrough. Oh, good times. Oh, which reminds me, I am gonna do a YouTube so you can see my VOD, because I realized after stream that I didn't click record. So my first stream was not saved onto Twitch, but I have the recording, so at least I have that, and I can post it on YouTube. And also, I can see your chat now. Instead, I used to just see it as like a teeny tiny little pop-up in my corner over here, but now I see it right here, and that way I know what you're saying. So behave yourself. Isn't it great? Having a good time. This is great. This is fun. Having a lot of fun. And also, I fixed my hotkeys. Hooray! That's good. Now, when I click W, nothing happens. So I no longer roll my eyes at you guys until you deserve it. So, how are you? How's your day going? Did you get snow? Did you not? Yeah, I want to know how you are. This is kind of a chill. We hang out, we talk, and then we play a game. And if that game requires a controller, I still don't know how to set it up. I'm smiling, but it looks like my mouth is wide open. Yay! Isn't it great? I love it. I'm checking everything too. I have to make sure everything's good to go. Otherwise, I never figure this out. Ever. It's cold? Yeah. Really cold. I never like the cold. I'm from South, as you can tell just by that phrase just now. and we got snow. And I tell you, it's gorgeous. It's cold. Why is it so cold? It's beautiful until it gets in my socks. And my feet are already cold. Wet socks are a no-go. Do you at least have something warm? Because if you have something warm, then maybe it's a little better. Yeah, it's pretty till it turns to ice, and then I do a gravity check. I'm such a dork. Isn't it great? Aren't you happy that you decided to follow this? Hi. I do a gravity check on. Well, you never know. You never know. Gravity has to be checked at all times. Doesn't matter if you just woke up. Doesn't matter if you're on fluffy snow. It helps if it's on fluffy snow. When it's ice, it doesn't feel as good. But you're welcome. You're very much welcome. Wiggling around and figuring this out. Yeah. I'm moving around a lot more. I noticed last stream I kept like clinging over here to the corner. Oh, you're in New Jersey. Oh, that's bad. That must be really bad. I'm sorry, man. But hey, you're on the same coast as me, so that's nice. Yeah, we got hit with a blizzard too. It was pretty interesting. So unlike you though, our people don't know how to drive. So we get a threat of snow and we're shutting everything down. Yeah, we get a threat of snow and it's like, shut that down. Shut that down right now. I don't care if it's actually going to do it. We need to shut it down. It's a state emergency. It's an emergency. Because you come over here and you don't get snow. A blizzard buried your car? Wow. That's crazy. Oh, are you out of class now? Because if you are, congratulations. Welcome back. I was trying to tell you I love you, but I couldn't type it because it wanted me to log in to Twitch. It's always single digit. What? What? I have a hard time getting out of bed when it's in like the 30s. I can hardly imagine single digits. Like, I'm naturally cold, so like my finger, I'm lifting up my hands like you can see it, but you can't. But like my fingers get so cold. I'm talking with my hands, but I can't talk with my hands. So just know I am talking with my hands right now. That's why I'm moving so much. But my fingers get so cold when I'm not outside. And so do my feet. Like I have to wear the fuzzy socks and the slippers. But like below 0, I'd lose everything. I'd be so cold. I'd be freezing. That's terrible. I mean, I'm assuming you guys have better jackets and sweaters than us, though. Because, like, I got a sweater, and that sweater don't hold nothing. It's like a breeze goes right through, because it's made in the South. We don't have cold like you guys, so when something like this actually happens, then it's not as crazy. You only wear a sweater. Ooh. Like a turtleneck, or a cable knit, or... Why am I asking? I'm a bard. I flirt. But you only wear a sweater? I can't only wear a sweater. I have to have layers. Well, first off, I'm a girl. Northern adaptiveness. And then you come down here and you're like, oh, it's hot. It's humid. Meanwhile, I'm like, it ain't that bad. It's a little chilly. But yeah, I'm a girl, so I already wear layers. Even in the summer, I wear a layer. And then I have to have my sweater. I have to have a light jacket. And if it's really cold, I wear a heavier jacket. And yet I'm also the person that if I want to wear a skirt, unless I have fleece-lined leggings, I freeze my legs off. Because I want to be cute. I want to be really cute. either that or sweatpants or jeans. And sweatpants are more warm and comfy. Gets over 90. Yeah, it was like 100 and something. This summer it was like over 100 degrees down here, and it was a lot for sure, but it wasn't too bad. I did go to Florida this year in the summer. Oh, man. It was bad. I thought I could handle heat. I thought I could handle heat, but I couldn't. I learned real quick, real fast, that I don't talk trash until I get there. And then I'll talk trash if it's not bad. But that one, whoo, that was bad. Gorgeous place. I went to Epic Universe, and that was so cool. I loved it. I loved the monsters. Mario World was pretty cool, too. You'd lose it. I lost it. I certainly lost it. I'm the kind of person that has tummy issues. I'm a pretty girl with tummy issues. My bag is always packed and ready for emergencies. I got Tylenol, I got a fan, I got a cooling cloth, I got everything ready. I'm always ready. Always ready. A girl can look at me and go, hey, my tummy kind of hurts. I got you. Do you need a pad? Do you need tampon? Do you need Gas X? Because I can be real subtle. I'm always packed. I'm always ready. But I was dying. It was so hot. I had a wet cloth. I had like cold water, and I was still like, no, I need AC. What's the ride that gives me AC? I need that. AC is a must. You're always underprepared? Well, sometimes it's better to be underprepared because you have fun. You figure it out. And then later on, you remember what you needed. I know that's what happened for me. When I first went to Disney, it was like my first time. Well, technically not my first time because apparently I went when I was 4, but I don't remember that. You just hope your body adapts to the weather. That's how I feel. That's how I feel every day. I'm like, I woke up. I hope my body adapts. Otherwise, this should be fun. So if you go to like Florida and you're like, oh, it's really snowy up in New Jersey, do you A, wear your jacket to the airport and then fly into Florida? B, do you wear a shorter, like a t-shirt and some jeans with a light jacket and go to the airport and then fly to Florida? Or C, do you pack for Florida, you wear Florida, and you deal with it when you come home? Me too. Me too. Sounds right. I do too. I pray and I hope for the best. My favorite is when it says that it's gonna be like, ooh, so hot. And I'm like, cool, I'll pack my little short shorts. I'll pack a tank top. I'll be good to go. And then it's chilly. It's chilly in the morning. I didn't think about that. I didn't think about that at all. So now I'm freezing in a cute little tennis skirt. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so cold. I'm freezing. And I'm like, wait, I take it back. I take it back. But it is what it is. It gets warmer in the day, you know? And then when it gets cold at night, I regret my choices again. But by then, my feet hurt and I want to go back to the room. You know? Wherever I'm at, my feet hurt. I'm tired. I want to eat. All I want to do is eat. I love eating. Food is my life. This Bible, well, Mother Nature is on her period. She's figuring it out. We let her figure it out so she don't get too salty with us. Also, I have hot chocolate today. I know I had ginger ale last time, but I wanted something more warm. Granted, though, I did forget about it when I first made it, so it's more of a lukewarm chocolate than a hot chocolate. But that's just how that goes. You know? It's better that way. I like it. You know, I'm so happy to have you guys with me. This makes everything more fun. I had one person ask me a while ago, like, how long have you been streaming? What difficulties have you found with it? And I'm like, well, I literally just did one. But I loved it, so I'm going to keep doing it because it's fun for me. I think it's a fun thing, and it's enjoyable to talk to other people, like people from New Jersey or other places. I think it's fascinating. See, I don't do edibles. I don't think that's allowed in my state. And also I did one once, and oh, buddy, never again. Never ever again. No one told me you're supposed to do like a tiny bit, and I ate the whole thing. I was sick for days. I didn't feel good. I did not feel good at all. I've never done it since. Yeah, no one told me what it was. They gave it to me. I popped it in my mouth. Was like, oh, this tastes weird. Swallowed. Because they were my friend. I trusted them. And then, I don't know how many MGs. All I know is that the world was spinning. And I didn't feel good. Felt like I went on one of those twirly birds where you just go round and round and round. Homemade? No. It was bought at a tobacco shop, I think, downtown. And they bought it, and it was green. It was supposed to be green apple, because I love green. And it did not taste good. I regret it. I regret it so much. I'm sure it would. Because I had got it, and I was like, great. Thanks for the candy. Because I had just had, that's the worst part. We were out drinking. I had knocked back 2 drinks. I already had like 3 shots with no prior experience. 3 shots of blueberry lemon drop. Oh, so good. But yeah. Then they gave me this candy, and I was like, ooh, candy, because I was feeling it. And I was like, thanks for the candy. Pop, ate it. Then was like, nice, doing good. We went up, and we were vibing, and we were having a good time. We were dancing, and my friend was a little bit, drunk. I thought he was drunk. I also knew he was high. And I was like, oh, we're going to do shots, but actual shots for you are water. So I went and got water shots, and he kept taking it, and that's how I knew he was drunk. And then we went to go dance, and the world started spinning, and I was like, whoa, I need to go home. I don't feel good. Yeah, I can't smoke. I don't smoke. I don't vape. I don't do any of that. On occasion, I'll have a little drinkity drink. But Carrie Underwood would be so disappointed with me, because I cannot, for the life of me, shoot drinks. It did hit me like a truck. It hit me like that semi in, what was it? Was it Mean Girls? Was it Mean Girls when Katie pushed her under the truck? I think so. Well, she didn't push her, got hit with a semi. Or, Final Destination. It hit me like a Final Destination truck. That was crazy. Like, to this day, someone mentions it, and I'm like, ugh. So, someone was like, hey, look, check it out. I smell it, and I'm like, ooh, I can't do it. But, if you do it, go for it, as long as it's legal, go for it. As long as it's legal and you are safe, go for it. And yes, that was on purpose. As long as it's legal and safe, do what you can, have fun, and stay safe. Good. Because if it wasn't, I don't want you to announce that. I don't want to know. But yeah, as long as it's legal and safe, I say anybody should do what they like. Aren't called the Garden State. The Garden State for no reason. This is great. Is that really what it's called? I always thought Colorado was the one that's notorious for all the stuff that goes on. You know? Because every time I hear something about that stuff, I don't think I'm allowed to say exactly what it is on here. That might be TOS. I know I probably can't say it on YouTube, which means I might have to censor something when I do a different video. But I didn't know that. Then again, I don't research these laws. One person tried to spike my gummy bears once. I was mad. So, story time. Because we're chilling. Story time. I love Haribo gummy bears. I can only eat Haribo gummy bears. I don't know why. I just love them to death. I like the pineapple ones. The green ones are pretty good too. But I can only eat Haribo. I know. Spoiled princess. Is it a common occurrence? Well, I am a damsel. I mean, Daphne, my name, I am actually a D&D character that my live person created. And originally, my name was supposed to be Astaria before Astarion came out. Because I was, a bard, and she thought that was a very pretty name. But my name became Daphne because my first session, I almost died twice. Because I did. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and theys and thems, is why I'm called Daphne. I'm gonna clip that. That's why I became Daphne. I'm not the brightest. Very tough. Yeah. But on the bright side, I cast some pretty good vicious mockeries. I roll bad for everything else, but I can seduce someone like nobody's business. So yeah, I'm actually based off a D&D character. Fun fact. And one day, I hope to be able to create said D&D character and have her become a model. And then I'll really get into the bard stuff. You know? I think it would be fun. Of course, I don't see that happening in a while, and I quite love this model. I think it's pretty. So it's always fun to me, because you just do what you want, and I enjoy it. You know? As long as you have fun, that's what matters. Because life is short, especially if you're me. I somehow live, but I don't know why. But back to the story. I love Haribo gummy bears so much, to the point where I found out I can spot a fake Haribo gummy bear versus a real Haribo gummy bear, and that saved me. Someone had gotten something illegal and slipped it into my bag of Haribo gummy bears. I can spot a Haribo and not a Haribo. So they put it in my gummy bears, and I picked it up. Immediately when I picked it up, I realized that's not the same texture. That's not as squishy. That's not as, there was something off immediately, and I look at it, and I'm like, this is not a Haribo gummy bear. It's because it's a gummy bear. I love food, so I notice when my food is wrong. I notice when it's wrong because it's easier that way. But yeah, so I was like, who put this in my gummy bears? Who put this in my gummy bears? You know? And they were like, oh, I think it's just because you're really anxious. It's just because I'm obsessed with my gummy bears. I love gummy bears. Gummy bears are like my guilty pleasure. If someone hands me a bag of Haribo gummy bears, just know that's gone. It may say sharing size, but I'm gonna be fat and happy. I'm gonna eat it. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna love it. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be delicious. You know? Oh. That sounds like a stomach ache waiting to happen. But I would love it. I would love a 5-pound Haribo gummy bear. That would be delicious. You know, that would be so good. I'd love a Haribo gummy bear, actually. Now I'm making myself hungry. I just ate dinner. This is how often I like to eat. I don't eat often. I used to snack like it was nobody's business. I just ate dinner, and I'm thinking of sweets. So it makes me giggle when I think about it. But that's because I like it. I think it's delicious. Also, I changed the following thing. So when it says that someone's following, it says that you're a patron at the tavern. It doesn't say at the tavern, because this place is now called The Tavern. I know it's Twitch, but it's called The Tavern when I'm playing. And then also, if you do a subscribey thing, which I don't have access to yet. I don't have access to it because I'm not an affiliate. But when it does happen, you can join the party. Let me get a pint. Yeah, give me a second. Let me go find one somewhere. One moment. I think it's here somewhere. Oh, that's another funny thing. Eventually, when I do, hopefully someday, get affiliate, whenever I do subscriptions, if it's a gifted subscription, it says that you bought drinks. So it'll say you bought a drink for someone, or it'll say that you bought drinks for the bar, you know? I thought that would be fun and it would fit into the tavern theme, because I love a theme and I think it's cute. So one day, if I ever get affiliate, the subscriptions, you either do your own and you become a member of the party, or you gift it to someone and it becomes a drink. It does say sub in parentheses so that way no one gets confused and think they actually get a drink. I mean, if you want a drink, feel free to make one. But if you don't get one, I'm sorry. And right now, followers are patrons because you're coming to the tavern and you're joining in the tavern time and you're following me to join more of the show. You know? I think it would be fun. You're always welcome to have one. I think it's fun. I quite enjoy it. I just thought that would be more fun than just kind of hanging out and figuring it out, you know? I like making things themed. I love a theme. I'm a nerd. I like Dungeons and Dragons. So of course, I'm gonna try and make things as themed as I can. I themed the colors. I themed all of this. A shot. What you want? Let me get a whole bottle. You can get a whole bottle for sure. You guys are the only patrons here. Do you want rum? Do you want vodka? Do you want spiced rum? Do you want ale? Let me know. One day I might do like a little emote or something. Vodka. Vodka. You know, I actually have a book that I was gifted for Christmas because, like I said, I'm a nerd, and it's a cocktail book. It's like a book all about cocktails in Dungeons and Dragons theme. So they have like the Mind Flare and all this other stuff, and each section is like a different place for it. So like instead of just vodka, it's like the Yawning Portal or something like that, which I think is so cool. I don't drink often. It's just not my thing. But if I ever want to drink, now I can do that because I think it's cool. It was given to me because I already have the 2 cookie books, and it would complete my collection. You know? Hang on. I am back on par. You smoke more than you drink? Fair. Do you smoke cigarettes or vape? Because that's bad for you. That's not good for you. I want you to live. I mean, if you have to, I get it. But you know, I want people to survive and I want people to be okay. I mean, I'm not going to tell you to quit because that's your business. But you know, I support you. And if you ever do, I'll cheer you on. Okay? I'll cheer you on regardless. But if you are quitting, I'll cheer you on. Because you got this. And you deserve to treat yourself well. You know? I think that's what's important. You always have someone to help you out. Right here. I may not be there to physically help you, but you can always talk to me. I'm on X, so I'll help talk to you, and I'm there. We real drinkers on God. For sure. Well, good that you came to the tavern then. But yeah, I always say if you make it, go for it. Yeah, let me see if I can find my book. It's right there. So let me see if I just wander away. Just excuse me. Pardon me. Let me go find it real quick. La la la. It's over here somewhere. Aha. I didn't clean my room. I probably should have done that. You sure you don't want like a 10 pint? Woo, hello. Oh, let me show off my complete model since I'm sitting here. So hi, I'm at my normal height, right? Right? If I step back, oh, I got legs. I have legs. Let me zoom out and see if I can get you to see all of it. Look, isn't that cool? Isn't it pretty? I gotta sit back down. But look, I got legs. Even my shoes are shiny. Isn't that neat? And my skirt moves a little bit. Yes. Oh. It's like a little burlesque action, you know. A little sneaky snake, a little shy. Oh. Ah. Ta-da! For free? Let me zoom back in before I get myself in trouble again. For free? No sub. I'm not an affiliate, so I don't get subs. But once I am, I'm locking that down. I'll be like, oh, look at me. If I ever make my model that I hope to make of actual, like, character-wise Daphne, bro, I'm gonna make some bank. I'm gonna try, at least. But I did find the book. It says Puncheons and Flagons, the official Dungeons and Dragons cookbook. I can't exactly show it to you, but I can take a photo. But they have drinks like Fairy Fire. Let's see, you said vodka, correct, that guy? No sub needed. No sub. I'm giving it for free. For free. Let's see. Vodka is from the Pink Plump Theater in Waterdeep. Ooh. So, this is actually kind of helpful to have this book because it makes it a little fun. You know, I can tell you a themed drink. Maybe if I can ever get to it. Oh, I'm scrolling too far. That's why. The pages are pink. Let's see. These are so weird. Do you want the Hordelander, the Cheap Seat, a Malichan Mule, Night Watch, Mother, TPK, Total Party Catastrophe, which is me, by the way. Fol de roll, or flump cakes. Give me all of it. No, because then I gotta cut you off. I don't want to cut you off. Let's see, what'll get you the most effed up? That's what we need, right? I think Total Party Catastrophe kind of narrows it down. You know? Tito's? I've never had Tito's, actually. Never had Tito's. Then again, I don't drink much, so yeah. One of my favorite drinks I ever had was a trash can. Jameson. I think Jameson is whiskey, like a sipping whiskey. It is a thing. You might not acknowledge it, but the medic will. The medic might acknowledge it. Oh, I didn't clip my feet preview. Aw, there goes that content. Ding dang. I figured out how to clip on Twitch, by the way. So I think it's even funnier when I'm like, oh, cool. Let me just boop. I don't understand myself sometimes. It's chaos up in here. You know, I think it's fun. Before I forget, does everybody have a drink? Drink of choice. Water, not water, hot cocoa, Tito's, vodka. As long as you got something, we'll cheers together. Oh no. Greening out. I'm gonna sound so unknown as to what's happening. That's like when you're too high, right? When you're like, whoa. Like in the shows where they're like, dude. Is that it? I see that a lot on TikTok. I have a little private TikTok that's like not maybe I should stop talking if I don't know, right? If I don't know, I probably shouldn't talk. I think it's fun though. Feels like you're gonna die. I don't want you to die. That sounds scary. That's not cool. So whenever people are joking about it on TikTok where they're like, oh, I greened out at school, or oh, I greened out an hour into a 5-hour car ride, means they just feel really bad? That's not good. That's terrible. Oh, I feel bad. I'm sitting here joking about it. Oh no. What have we learned? Feels amazing. But mentally? Like, is it mentally that you don't feel good? If it's amazing physically, like you don't feel pain, you feel like you're floating? We all float here. Mentally, you're in a war zone. Oh, no. So what I'm hearing is, don't give it to a war veteran. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. Oh, no. It's fun to figure out, though. It's fun to learn these things. Because I wouldn't have known this. I wouldn't have known this. So it's kind of cool to know. You know? A wave of pleasure. Ah. Let me just grab my mic real quick. Excuse me. A wave of pleasure, huh? Sounds awfully interesting. Maybe we'll talk about it later. Okay, now that I've done something weird and I don't know how that sounds and I'll hear it later, we'll see. I might be embarrassed. I keep trying to mess with voices, but I'm never confident enough to actually do it. Just like I want to sing, but I'm not confident enough to sing. You throw up what you ate when you first were like starting to eat solid foods, and you're like, oh. This is such a weird stream. Oh no. We're trying to figure stuff out, and we're over here talking about all this random shenanigans. That's funny. That's really funny. I don't know if I already posted the welcome to the tavern thing. I bet you I did. And now I just posted it twice, and I did. Hang on. Can I delete that? Yeah. Sitting here trying to make sure I posted all my stuff. You could barely get up. Oh no! That's scary. Hey, as long as it wasn't both ends, because I feel like that would be way worse. This is so weird. I'm a pretty little elf girl, and I'm talking about bodily functions. Like it's just another day. That's what matters. Indomitable. Words. I'm an English major and I can't speak English. Oh! I'm an English major and I can't even speak English. Indomitable. I know. It's such a shame. I wonder how I got my degree. I could write like no one's business. Talking? Nah. I'll never forget when I was talking to someone. As you can hear, there's that accent. I was talking to someone and they were like, what did you just say? And I'm like, indomitable. 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 Is that it? Or am I adding more syllables? Indomitable. I feel like I'm adding more syllables. No, it's not it. Indomitable. It's gonna be like 30 minutes of me trying to figure out how to say this word. Indomitable. Indomitable. Time to wrap it up. Game over. They're coming back for my degree. They're like, this was a mistake. Man. You know what's even funnier? I like see my viewership right over here and it makes me laugh because normally I like don't care, but I'll see it go like 4 people. Amazing. And then I do something stupid and it goes back down to 2 people. And I'm like, well, if you don't like me, don't stay, because I am certainly not going to be smarter by the end of this. Nope, I will not. You know how it is. But hey, that's what happens. I have a song stuck in my head, and it's like a stupid song. I got the Fergalicious song stuck in my head, because someone said Fergie, and I heard Fergie, and I was like, Fergie? Fergalicious. And I heard that when I was a kid, so like I shouldn't have been hearing that song, but I heard it. So now I sit here and I'm like, It's not even the songs that I like to sing. I just hear it and I'm like, oh yeah, cool. I'm like, whoops. Like, there's so much going on. Plus I see like so many different things happening. You know, I was prepping for this stream. I don't know why I was prepping, because most of it's just chit-chatting and having a good time with you guys, which I really like doing. But I was like just hanging out, and I was creating like a cover song playlist if I ever got the courage to sing. I was creating like all kinds of stuff, and then I was like, you know what hit really good right now? A Muujin video. But then I watched Mugen videos already, so I'm already caught up on every single one. So now I'm like, I guess I better go back and do the ones that I don't remember very well, so that way I can be like, no, even though it was like 2 years ago. You know, I both want to be noticed by Mugen, but I also don't ever want to do anything to deserve a Mugen video. I don't want anything happening to become a Mugen video. Let me turn this down so I'm not screaming in your ear. I don't want to do anything that, like, causes me to be in a Mugen video, because I love Mugen, and I think my heart would break if I did anything. Which, real quick, I'm about to clip this, because if I do anything stupid, this is to show that I don't want to do anything stupid. I don't ever plan to. So if I do something stupid and I end up in a Mugen video, play this. So that way it just proves how dumb I was. You know? It just proves how bad I was. Because I love Mugen. He's so much fun. I love all kinds of people around. Like, I think it's really fun to see. Oh, that guy, pal. I don't know if you're on X or Twitter, Birdie, the Bird app. But I found out that Friday 13th game that I was really interested in is no longer listed on Steam. I'm so sad about it. I wanted it so bad. I was so sad. Like, I was like, I can finally play this game. I was like, I can finally play this game. And I'm so excited about playing the game because I saw H2O Delirious play it. And I've always wanted to play it because I love Jason Voorhees. I'm like, yes, this will be the game. This will be what I do on stream. I'm gonna do Jason Voorhees and be so stoked about it. No. It was taken off. It made me so mad. I was like, how am I supposed to enjoy this? I remember watching them play this and laughing about it and how much fun it would be to play with friends. I may not have any VTuber friends that would play with me right now or anyone that would play with me right now, but even then it would be so much fun. One of them could try to kill me and then it'll be my turn. You know? Though with my luck, I'll only be the one to be killed. I'll never be Jason. But, like, it would be so much fun. And then they don't have it. And I was like, no. So sad. I was like, come on. I want to play these games. Like, most of the games that I see that I liked on H2O Delirious and cartoons is, like, those games. Like, Jason Voorhees or Depp or all these other games. And I'm like, that's so much fun. Meemaw? Yeah. So, I say Mamaw. Here, let me explain some southern lingo to you. Mamaw and Papaw are your dad's side of the family. At least that's what I've been told. So, my dad's dad is Papaw. My dad's mama is Mamaw. My mama's mama is my grandma. And my mama's dad is Papa. Not Papa. It's Grandpa. Wait. It's Grandpa. So, that's kind of how it works. Some people use it differently. Some people say Mamaw for their mom's mom. It really depends. But that's how it works. We say Mamaw, Papaw, Meemaw. Really depends. It depends on how far south you go. Because, like, if you go, like, south, they say Meemaw, Paw, all of that. You can hear it. I know my accent's thick when I can hear it. I don't speak this thick much. It's worse if I talk to someone with a southern accent. Because, you know, it's like, for example, if you're in New Jersey, and, you know, you got a New Jersey accent, and you see someone else in New Jersey, and you're talking to each other, and you realize you both are from New Jersey. Now your accents are going at each other, and you just gotta have that accent, you know? So when I see someone who's country or, from the South, my accent goes, yes, it's a person. It's someone who can understand me. And when I used to work for an eye doctor, I had to describe and translate for the doctor because we'd have some really Southern people come in. They'd tell them what's going on, and the guy wouldn't get it. So I'd have to go in and go, uh-huh. He said his right eye hurts real bad. Like a dog. And that he's howling like a hound. That means he's really upset and he's hurting and he's in pain because he never wants to howl like a hound. I'm not translating that. No, it's not just on TV, actually. It's a real thing. It's part of the stereotype. But yeah, it does happen. My grandma, so what did we learn? Grandma, mom, says supper instead of dinner. So whenever you're getting ready for supper, it's dinner time. You know? Translating Southern accents it's a little crazy. It's a little crazy. It's really fun because they come in and they're like, oh, I drove like 3 hours away. Sometimes it's just that it's a thick accent and some people just can't seem to figure out what they're saying because it could roll together. So when it rolls together, it's a little harder to figure out, and that's when I step in. Now sometimes it's so thick, even I can't figure it out. And I have to be like, could you describe that again? Like maybe a little different this time? Like how do you feel? You know? What I want to know is, do you guys have different words? Like down here, if you are looking for something and it's like right in front of your face and you're looking around and you can't find it and then you see it, do you say, if it was a snake it would have bit me? Do y'all say that? I know y'all don't say y'all. You say you all. What? You guys don't say that? Yeah, like say oh, I'm looking for this flower right here. You see this flower down here? I'm looking for this flower. Where's the flower? Oh. If it was a snake it would have bit me. No? How do you not? What? What? How do you not do that? You don't have it? It's not a thing? Really? Well, what do y'all say? Do you just say I'm blind or something like that? Yeah, we're like, oh, if it was a snake it would have bit me. That's what happens with me. I'd be like, oh, where's it at? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. You've never heard that? Really? I'm learning so many new things. You're learning about Papaw and Meemaw being real. And I'm learning that if it was a snake, it would have bit me isn't the same thing. So what do y'all say? Do you just say like, oh, I couldn't see it? Oh, well. Because we're like, if it was a snake, it would have bit me. You know? And if my accent gets too thick, let me know. I can calm it down. Like I said, I get excited. We just say we're blind. I say that sometimes. I'm like, oh, I'm blind. I'm just blind. I mean, you heard me when I was like, oh, where's it at? You know, hurt my feelings, and am I just blind? Now with that ink, yeah. If it was a snake, it would have bit me. You know? If it was a snake, it would have bit me. That's one of the sayings. Just like, howling. You know, quit your howling. I'm sure that's something. There's one where it's like you're howling like a hit puppy or something like that. I don't know exactly the saying because it never gets said a lot. But it's like, quit crying. You know, quit crying like a dog. Oh, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. You know when Elvis says, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. It's just because you whining. You going on and on and on. You always calling it. You know? What? Howling? Yeah, I'm sure you know what howling is. You like, oh, quit howling. Quit howling. Cut it out. We're just chilling. Howling? You don't know howling. It's like when you get, it's like if you get hurt and you're like, oh, that hurt, ooh, stuff like that. You're howling. Quit your howling. Or, if you're yelling at someone and they don't really care, they're like, quit your howling. At least that's what we said. I mean, some people might not say it where I'm from, but that's what I say. I grew up in different places. We just say stop being a bitch. Get over it. We did something called Southern. We were like, oh, darling, bless your heart. You poor, poor thing. Bless your heart. It means you're stupid as hell. 'Cause if we can't help you, the Lord needs to help you. If you hear someone say, I'm praying for you, that's because you need Jesus. Am I religious? No. But I say it all the time. Bless your heart. Our sayings are a bit, well, we try and do the thing with, have you ever heard the saying? I'm sure you have. It's like on all these shows. You catch more flies with honey than vinegar. So you catch more flies with honey than vinegar. Yeah, for real. I'm actually engaged to a New Yorker. He's from Long Island, and he says some of the craziest stuff in the world. And yet I'm the one that's more violent. Southern accents are so... Why, thank you. I appreciate it. I actually am born and raised in North Carolina. So North Carolina is where I'm from. And I used to live on and off in Georgia. Savannah, Georgia. Perhaps that's why I like magnolia trees so much. And I'm not just milking this accent, because once it's there, it's stuck sometimes. And I like saying it because I don't get to use it very often, so it's very fun to say it. But yeah, I grew up in Georgia. I grew up in North Carolina, and then I used to go see my daddy in Georgia. So, sweet as a peach. I love peaches. Back on the topic of food, I love peaches. I know how to make a homemade peach cobbler. I love bacon. I can make a peach cobbler from scratch. I even have a cookbook. Paula Deen, do you guys know who Paula Deen is? Or is that not a known thing anymore? I mean, I'm not nice just to like, what does what mean? Peach cobbler? Or Paula Deen? Let me answer your question because you only have audio for 2 minutes. Paula Deen? Paula Deen is actually a person. She was on the Food Network commercial. On Food Network. She is a Southern lady, Southern cooking. I think she's from Georgia too. She used to bake all kinds of Southern foods. Now, granted, she did get in trouble, and now she don't have a show or anything else anymore. But she used to have a restaurant in Savannah called Lady and Sons. I have her cookbooks. I have 2 cookbooks, which have all the restaurant recipes and everything. And that's how I learned how to make peach cobbler, because if you can follow directions, you can bake. And I can follow directions. It's fire, right? Yeah, it's pretty cool. So Paula Deen is a person. If you want to look it up at some time when you have free time, go for it. Paula Deen's a person. It's Paula, Paula, Dene, I think. De. I can't spell. I can't spell. Let me Google it for you. Paula Deen. Paula Deen. P-A-U-L-A. Paula Deen. D-E-E-N. Yeah, Paula Deen. She's known for having big hair. So, I like her. She was a celebrity chef. That's her. She's pretty cool. My grandma used to watch her all the time. All the time. To the point where when I was a kid, I go, Paula Deen. Paula Deen. You should. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I think it's delicious. She does like all kinds of stuff. I like the peach cobbler the best. So if you like sweets, go for sweets. I like the peach cobbler because it's real easy. Really easy. It seems so hard, but it's really easy. You just gotta follow directions and be careful. I like it. But yeah, a long time ago, she used to have her own show and everything. I hope your class is going okay, by the way. Is it going alright? I'm looking up at you. I'm looking at the chat. I'm making sure that you're good. It's a long lecture. Oh boy, is it biology? I know we talked about that last stream. That guy Pal's gonna get some flashbacks. Well, I hope the lecture goes okay. Oh no, that's even worse. I'm a crasher. Lock back in. You got this. I appreciate you lurking, okay? Don't be afraid to let me know that you gotta get off, okay? I appreciate you being here regardless. I'm a crasher. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, Lord. I'm a tweet. If people know Paula Deen, I'm gonna talk about that. That's about to be a tweet. I'll be like, real quick, who knows who Paula Deen is? If you don't, we're about to have a lesson. Oh, no. But yeah, so I love bacon. My accent is a mix of everything. I actually have the thickest accent of my whole family. Because my grandma, even though she's southern, she's like, oh, your accent's thicker than mine. And I'm like, how? How is my accent thicker than yours? I didn't even do nothing. You know? I didn't do nothing. I'm just here. I'm just talking. Is it just because I embrace it? I'm like, yeah, I'm country. Bring it on. I like walking around barefoot in the mud. But how is my accent thicker than yours when you're the one that says supper? You know? I don't get it. I don't. I never understand. I try. I really try. But I just can't figure it out, you know? If you hear northern music, can you hear the accent? Yeah? I mean, kinda. So a lot of the music that I listen to is a little bit of everything. I don't just strictly listen to country music. I listen to Eminem. I listen to, you name it, I listen to it. It's like Eminem. I listen to country. I listen to opera. I listen to whatever I like because I just don't care. You know, if it's music and I like it, I'm gonna listen to it. I listen to K-pop. I listen to everything. But sometimes they'll say a word and I'm like, huh? Huh? What'd you say? How'd you say that? Like dog. I've noticed that when northerners say dog, they go dog. Dog. Like that, dog. I have to like move my mouth a weird way to say it. They say dog. What up, dog? You know, dog. But I say dog. It's like an aw sound for us, not ah. Yeah, dog. I say dog with an O. Y'all say dog. Dog. It's hard to say. Dog. Dog. But I say dog. Dog. So if it's like, what up, dog? You guys hear the accent. I think it's just a normal word, and you guys are like, whoa, I ain't your dog. And you guys don't use ain't. I've noticed that. A lot of people, unless you're from the South, don't use ain't. I once had someone tell me ain't a word, and then I'm like, well, you used ain't. And y'all don't do y'all. You say you all. And I find that fascinating. I think it's cool. It's fun to learn different things. Like, I know a little bit of German, because I loved studying German. So I knew a little bit of German, and I studied it. And every now and then I'll, like, say something, I'm like, oh, I see where we got that word from, or I see why German has this word. Because, fun fact, English is derived from the Germanic root. Also, I believe that if you have a Southern accent, you can do a British accent a little better. Because you get it thick, you get it heavy. But then you place it higher in your mouth. Like higher up, like you're sticking your head up. And then you push forward your words to where you kind of sound like a baby. And then you go, hello, how are you? Are you alright? Are you alright? Everything okay? Are you sure? Then you drop it back down. I used to do that to make my friends so mad. I can also do like the Valley Girl, because I think it's fun. The red coat's coming. No! Give my gun. Where? Get the tea ready. The red coats are coming. Oh no. But yeah, I think sometimes when you have a Southern accent, you can say things a little easier versus a Northern accent. And depending on where you live, you might be able to do certain accents better. Like, if you live in Louisiana, they have, I don't want to butcher it, Creole? Their accent is more French. They have more French-focused words. So they might be able to pull off a French accent a little better. If you live in the South, you might have a thicker Southern accent. If you live in, like, well, it really depends wherever you are. You can have different accents. For example, Italian. A lot of New Yorkers. I've met a couple New Yorkers, and some of them are Italian, so they have an Italian accent. I feel like the New York language is, like, a little bit away from just being an Italian accent. I'm gonna get in so much trouble for that one. But I think it's fascinating. You know, the accents come around from different places, and you can see who settled where depending on the accent. And I like playing with them. My mom and I watch Harry Potter. Because like I said before, massive Harry Potter fan. Soprano, you New Yorkers. My mom and I watched Harry Potter. And she actually used to live in England for like a few months. But she lived there long enough that she picked up the accent. And one day I was messing with her and she said the accent. So I started practicing because I like watching Midsummer Murder and all these British murder shows. So I started picking up the accent by watching the shows. And I would practice. So if I heard a funny phrase like Potter, instead of saying Potter, I say Potter. You know? Potter. Harry Potter. You know, and I just goof off and say it back. And then over time, after hearing it so much and, you know, mimicking the words, I picked up the accent because I thought it would be fun. And then I took theater, so when I figured out how to do it, I would make fun of my friends because they hated the accent. So I'd go, hello, are you alright? What accent? What? Huh? What's wrong? Are you sure? You're positive? Are you sure? Oh. You know, and the whole time they'd be like, stop it, I know you're not British, stop it. It made me laugh. But it really depends. Like, Valley Girl's fun. Like, hi, what's up? Like, oh my god. I do that to piss people off. I do that to make people mad. Because if they think I'm stupid, I'll pretend to be stupid. Because if you pretend to be stupid, it's easier. Just get them mad. Rage bait. Because, you know, if someone's being rude to you, stand up for yourself. Now, don't punch them, unless they hit you. They hit you first. Swing. But, if they're annoying you and they say they don't like your accent, like, I've met a lot of people who are like, oh, you're a country hick. I don't like your accent. I bet you're dumb. And I'll be like, actually, I know quite a few words. I can say you're quite lackadaisical. Crash out. No hesitation. Well, a little bit of hesitation. Find out if it's worth a jail. If it's worth jail, maybe. I'm not condoning violence. Just let that know. TikTok, don't get me in back. Don't. Twitch, please don't. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying swing. I'm not saying any of that. I'm saying if they hit you first, in America. So if you're not in America, don't say it. In America, you have the right to defend yourself. Don't listen to him. Anyone who watches this clip and anyone who watches this video, don't listen to him. Don't do it. You're gonna get me in trouble. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. I'm gonna take this chat away. I'm gonna move you. You misbehave, and you're gonna start making me have to do rules. Oh, no. We're just having fun, and you're over here like, swing. Swing. I want you to do it. I'm like, don't swing. Don't swing. Don't swing. Let me tell you a story about my sibling. Their first day at a place I used to go to, they got in trouble and they sat on a thing called the bench. The bench was like the trouble spot. If you were sat on the bench, unless you had an ice pack or you looked like you were going to pass out, everyone's like, what'd you do? What did you do? So their first day, they went to sit on the bench. And I was like, why are you on the bench? What did you do? What did you do? Because I'm the older sister. I'm like, what'd you do? What's wrong? And they were like, mad, annoyed. And then my mama came, and I'm like, Mama, and I go over, and I'm like, Mama. And Mom's like, you carry on. I gotta get Lee. And I'm like, what? Turns out, the first day, my sibling punched a boy in the face. Just wham! Punched him hard. And when they asked him, why did you punch him? They said, he called me cute. I'm not cute. So, the kid called her cute. And they punched him. Full force. Wham! They were in kindergarten. And then later that year, I got suspended for like 3 days because I slapped a kid across the bus for hitting her. But it was so funny. Nowadays, I'm like, you hit someone because they called you cute. Your first day, you got suspended because you hit someone. And I'm like, why'd you do that? She's not cute. She's a woman. Yes, they are. They certainly are. They can be. Like, they always joke, like, oh, they're the dangerous one, they're the dangerous one. My siblings always like, I'm the dangerous one. I'm the one that can handle this. I'll handle everything. Sure, they snap faster than I do, because I got the patience, as my family says. I got a fuse that wraps around the world twice. And each of that fuse has a little explosion at the end. So it's like, you get to the first part and maybe some firecrackers, a little tss, I blow up, I'm back to normal. But once you go all the way around, the nuke blows up and the world's ending. I've only ever went nuke twice. I broke someone's nose. And then I jumped over a table and lunged at someone on a balcony. I don't fight much. I get fiery. I certainly do. I know I'll smart off. But it takes a lot for me to really go. So it's just funny when I think about it, because they'll just boom and they're pew, they blow up, they go. But then you have me, and I'm just sitting there watching and waiting. And once you reach a certain point, it's game over. You know? It's a weird thing to think about, because, you know, sometimes I'm like, I wonder why I do that. I think it's fun. You know, everybody has their own temper. Everyone has their own thing. Temper. Do you guys say temper? That thing y'all say. If they don't have weapons, it's okay to crush. Once again, dear viewers who see this video, see this stream, and see any clips, do not listen to that guy. Don't do it. You're gonna get in trouble, and you're gonna be like, where'd you learn that? Oh, I learned it from that bar Daphne. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Immediately crash out. No, you didn't. No, you didn't, okay? You did not. You did not do that, okay? No. Oh, Lord. Immediately crash out. Oh, no. So, I didn't raid last time. I didn't realize I could raid, so I just, clicked end. So this time, when we do get to the end of the stream, I'll remember, they did not learn it from me. Don't you dare put it that way. They didn't learn it from me. I am not taking accountability for this. They'll learn about Paula Deen, but they didn't learn about this from me. They didn't crash out. No. They didn't learn it from me. They didn't learn it from me, okay? They didn't learn to crash out from me, okay? The real me is very chill and has a fuse that wraps around the world twice and never really hits unless needed to. Daphne, though, Daphne will swing. Daphne will hurl insults all day long. But I'm smart with it. Okay? You gotta be smart with it. And no harassment. None of that jazz. We don't play that. Looking at you. You know, this is so much fun. I love doing this. This is so much fun. Your fuse is short? Yes. Yeah. Sometimes it's like certain things trigger it. Like certain things I'm like, and like, pew, I snap. But other times it's like, I got time. I got peace. I got tranquility. I ain't need to snap that much. But sometimes they'll say, like, if they talk about my grandma, gloves, or I'm looking like those hockey players. I'm slapping my gloves down. It's game time. Don't you talk about my grandma that way. Some people's voices, I mean, some people can't help, like, if they're putting on a fake voice and you know that it's a fake voice, yeah, I get it. But some people can't help the way their voice is, and, like, everybody understands that there's some voices that you hear that you're like, you're like, I don't like it. But some people can't control the way their voice is. Now, if they're doing it on purpose, like I will, to annoy you, hey girl, hey, I ain't doing it. If I do Valley Girl to annoy you, yeah. But, like, some people can't control it, and that's just how they are. It can definitely grind your gears, though. It can be like, I don't want I've talked to a couple people where I'm like, I mean, I won't swing over a voice too, but, just know that it's hard to keep a poker face if your face has subtitles. If your face shows subtitles, you might get in a little bit of confrontation. It really depends. A little bit. Maybe at some point I'm gonna make a background where it looks like a tavern, so it's not just me chilling right here. But yeah, if it has a little bit, maybe. But never swing over a voice, because that's not worth it. If you really don't like it, just step away. And, some of us will be like, step away and don't say anything, don't hurt their feelings. Others will be like, hurt it. Do it. Like, that's how I feel. If you don't like me, because of my voice. I respect that. I do. I respect that you might not like it. I respect my voice ain't for everybody. I'm not a high-pitched girl. I'm not, oh my god, you're so cute. I'm just, I love you so much. You know, that's just not how I am. I can't keep that voice up. If I could, I would, but I can't keep that voice up, and I just talk the way I talk. And we'll hear about it if I don't like your voice. Well, then you have people like this one. I love that you're part of the stream at this point. In the least, see, now, everyone, notice that he said the least rude possible. This one, you can listen to. Make it the least rude way. Be nice about it. Okay? Just so you know, if you see me like glancing back and forth, it's because I have my Twitch open on this one and my X, you know, because I just have it out just in case someone messages me. But it's lagging versus here, where I'm looking at you guys right up here, and then I see the stream here, so I see myself. Because it's really weird to not see myself and see this character. But it lags on the Twitch computer. So I'm like, it's a delay, and I'll like wiggle, and then over here I'll see wiggle, and my brain is like, ooh, what's that? I get so distracted. I mean, if it has a sharp edge, you know, just make it a little less sharp. Make it a little dull. You know, it can have a little prick, but nothing like, you know. But, you know. So if you see me, bump, it's because my brain gets distracted. Like, I'm sure people notice it. I'm like, la, other topic. La, back to this topic. What are we doing? I go on tangents. I just talk a lot. I talk a whole lot. It's fun. Speaking of, my hot chocolate is no longer hot. Darn. This is my own fault, people. I talk a lot. Maybe that's why I like streaming. Feels like I'm talking to people. Oh, stop. Oh, you gotta make me blush. Oh. I'm multitasking. Oh. Ow. That's so sweet. I don't know why I like that one so much. Maybe because I've never done a stream this late. I hate no. Am I milking it? But I appreciate it. I really like it. Here's the problem. Some people do parasocial stuff. I don't know how to do that. I don't. I run my mouth. I chit chat. I hang out. I play games. I want to try I know some people can, like, you know, do what they do. Make that money. Do what you need to survive. But I'm the person that people think I'm flirting. Like, if I'm like, oh, you look so nice. Or, like, one of my friends got a haircut. And I was like, oh, you look good. I like your haircut. Looks good. They thought I was flirting. And I'm like, huh? I'm just admiring your haircut. It looks nice. It looks good. And I know it's probably because I see it. Because whenever I see something and I think it looks good, I'm the kind of person where if I do something different, I want people to let me know, hey, that's cool. Like, if I trim my hair and someone's like, oh my god, that looks so good, I'd be like, oh, thank you. You know, I love it. But, like, if then I turn around and I do it to other people, I'm like, oh, your hair looks great. It looks awesome, man. I love the way it's cut. I like how it's buzzed. I like how it goes to one side or how you use the palm. They're instantly like, hey, how are you? You want to hang out sometime? And I'm like, no. I was just complimenting your hair. I wasn't trying to do anything. Now, see, I try to compliment as many people as I can. Like, it sucks that guys don't get many compliments. Like, I know when I see a girl, the first thing I do is, girl, you look great. Or, you know, I say something like that because girls are girls try to vouch for each other. Some people don't. Those are called pick-me's. But, most girls try to vouch for each other and go like, oh, you look good, you look great today, And I want to be like, hey, you look good. I'm the kind of person where I've gone... Okay, so we're gonna bring down the vibe for a second. The vibes. I'm sorry, but the vibes are about to get a little down. Is CC and Zaza in this chat? Good. So the vibes are gonna go down. I went through a dark time a long time ago, and it was really hard. Really, really hard to do anything sometimes. And I would watch Markiplier, and I would watch anyone really. I would watch H2O Delirious, I would watch cartoons, Grizzy, like everybody, anyone I could, just to feel like they were friends there. And I want to be the person that puts a smile on someone's face. So like, if I see someone who looks good that day, I'm like, hey, you look great. Or, if anybody ever is in my chat and they're like, dude, I'm having a rough day, I want to cheer you up. I want to figure out how to help. I know there's not much I can do, but a smile and just being there is probably more than some people get sometimes. And I just want to help. I think it's important to figure it out and help. The world's as dark as the light will let in. And if I can be a light, I think that's what matters the most. Because it doesn't matter in the end how many viewers I have, or how many people watch my stuff, or if I ever become affiliate or partner. It's the people. It's people like you that I want to help. I want to be there. Even if you're telling them to hit people. That's why I want to do this. I want to make friends. I want to play games. I want to have a good time. But I want to be there for people who were in their darkest times like I was. And it's not just, being nice. It's, in my way, it feels like I'm paying someone back. Because without them, I wouldn't have made it my senior year of college. Without anybody. Without VTubers. Without TikTokers. Without anybody. Without, Adam Hatton from the YouTube. Without anybody. I wouldn't have made it. And I want someone to see something like this and know that there's people out there for them. Even if it's not a lot. I want them to know that someone's always in your corner. Even if you don't think you are. Because to me, everyone's important. Everyone has their own thing. People deserve it. We're all human in the end. So I just want to be that one person that can help you. Even if it's just listening to me ramble on and on about random things. I'm here to help. I try to be nice. I try to help it out. And I know sometimes it might be selfish. I'm like, oh, I want to be a pretty bard. And I want to make my D&D character come to life. And all this other stuff. I mean, I made her... Honestly, I went to D&D because I was lonely. I was like, oh, I see all these TikToks about dice. I wanted the shiny dice, let's be honest. I wanted the shiny dice, and I made my first ever character, and then I made Daphne. And I grew to love her. She was my favorite. And I was like, this is amazing. And then I found out about VTubing. I saw Iron Mouse, I saw... Sayu, I saw all this other stuff, and I was like, oh, this is cool, this really is helping me connect in ways. And I was like, you know what? Why not? I could try it. Would I ever get really big? Probably not, but hey, I'm reaching 2 people right now. And that's amazing, Even if it was just 1. Even if I'm just talking to myself, and no one else is watching. It's amazing. Because someone might see this. Someone might see it later on and go, wow, This is something I needed. Even if it's just for a quick second, they watch it, they're like, oh, cool, this is something I needed, and I put a smile on their face. That's what matters. You know? I guess so. I guess it's a mission. Sorry for the long tangent. I know it brings down emotional vibes and all that jazz, but it's important to me that anybody, knows that I'm here. I'm here to help. Even if it's not me, you know? You could go to Senor, or you could go to Iron Mouse, or you could go to all these other VTubers I see at, X. Like, there's so many, like, Drakeon, or, Shinji Okina, or any of that. You know, whoever it is, as long as you find someone that you connect to. Someone that you know 100%, this is the person you need. This is someone you can watch and just relax with and just feel like a person and not be trapped in this dark world. That's what matters the most. Even if it's not me. Because to me, people are more important than money, than views, than anything. And I think that's what's most important of all. People. People and shiny math rocks. Bravo. I know. That was a very long tangent. Thank you. Thank you. That was a very long tangent. I know. It was an emotional tangent, and I know I said it was chill stream, so I'm sorry that I brought it down. But sometimes I say it because I wonder if I'm selfish. But I know in the end, I'm mostly doing this because I wanted something, and I had something that way. And I want someone else to have it too. But I think it's fun. I also really enjoy doing this because it's fun to interact with people, you know? It's cool to have people around and, you know, talk and interact and goof off and play these games and know that people are playing them with me or watching it with me. Like, I was the person that hid in comments. Like, Five Nights at Freddy's. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I have a Foxy plush right next to my screen. Legit, Foxy is my favorite. And I have a Monty Gator plush up in a hammock at my plushie area. And I have a moon, like the moon from Sun and Moon. Yeah, I have the Sun and Moon plush as well. Like, I'm a huge nerd. I love everything. It's tough that you're able to switch from playful to serious. It's a talent I have. It's partially coping. I can go from a serious topic to a playful, fun topic because I know some people might not want to linger on serious stuff. And it's just something I do for myself. It's how I adapt to. I have my own coping things that come through and probably show up in my personality a lot. But yeah, so I love FNAF. And I adore it. I think it's so cool. I love it so much. I love Halloween Horror Nights. Like, if you've ever gone to Universal and they do it on Halloween Horror Nights is so cool. I went for the first time during the FNAF thing. I never got to see the haunted house because it was like a 4-hour wait, and I wasn't going to do that. But I got a cool shirt, and I have my Foxy plush, and I have my Moon plush, and I have all these other things. You have? Oh my god, isn't it great? Like, I played the second game in high school. Like, when I first found it, I was in my freshman year of high school. Sophomore year was really, really rough time for me because I lost my best friend that year. And freshman year, I found Markiplier, and I saw Matt Pat. Oh, I miss Matt Pat. Can he come back? I know he's retired with his kiddo and everything, but I miss Matt Pat. GT Live, clap and a half. You know, I miss him. I miss him so much because it was fun. You know, I miss him measuring Luigi. Like, I miss the goofy films and everything wasn't so serious. You know, like the lore of FNAF. Like, I've tried explaining it to my fiance, and he's like, "Bro, he is." He's in shows, he's in movies, he's in everything. Like, I love MatPat. He made science fun. You know? If I ever get lucky enough to have a kid one day, or maybe two, I'm gonna show them MatPat, and I'm gonna show them Markiplier, I'm gonna show them Jack, I'm gonna show them all these people that I grew up with that helped me be a person, and then I'm gonna tell them, you know, I know they swear a lot, but don't swear, you know, wait till you're old enough. But, you know, it just makes things fun, you know? It makes everything fascinating. I like it when people take something that doesn't seem to make sense, like MatPat with the FNAF lore. Like, I love that it was possibly going to be Slenderman instead of FNAF, and because people voted, they did FNAF, and it took off. And even to this day, like, most of the stuff I watch, because I'll admit, I don't watch Game Theory anymore, because I hate to say it, but MatPat was my thing. And when he left, it hurt. You know, I'm happy that he left. I'm not happy that he left. I'm happy that he took the time to retire. And I'm happy that he's putting himself first. But I miss it. He is the reason. He's the one that, you know, got me back into science. Like, I loved science. I loved it to death. And during high school, that's when I lost my passion. But he's the reason that I fell back in love with it. Now, I still don't like math. Even when he did math, I still don't like math. But I love Punnett squares. I love learning. That's one big thing I love to do. I love learning. I used to watch Crash Course for fun. If any of you know what Crash Course is. Like, it was exciting. It's stuff that I enjoy. And they raised part of the internet. You know? I was born in the 1900s. We'll put it lightly. Not very far out from the 2000s, but I was born a little bit around the time. But they're what makes everything fun. They are part of the reason that I even started this, you know? It's something important, you know, people learn through fun. I mean, how else do I know all these song lyrics? Like, how do I know about the energy equation? How do I know about all this if someone didn't say something fun? You know? Like Mythbusters. They're not YouTube, but they were on all the time when I was a kid, and I loved watching it, because at the end they almost always exploded something. But the whole time, you're learning science. You're learning physics. You're learning all these different things that you absorb while you're laughing at the goofy antics of Adam and Jamie. You know? I think that's what matters the most. If you make it fun, if it's something that you see and you're like, this is it, go for it. Follow your dream. If you like physics, do physics. If you like watching people goof off, do it. Have fun. You know? I found FNAF, and I'm a chicken. I admitted it straight up. You're free from your lecture. Good, because I just had a very emotional moment. We're talking about FNAF and things that I like too. Yeah, I watched FNAF because, yeah, celebration! You're free from your lecture! Woo! I was the person that would hide in the comments. So fun fact, I have never played FNAF. I have 3 plushies. I have a jacket. I have a long sleeve. I love scary books. I love Halloween Horror Nights. I love everything. And I have never, ever played FNAF. Yeah. I would watch Let's Plays, so I've seen every single FNAF game. I've watched all the Let's Plays. I've watched everything. And I never, ever played it. I tried playing the second one once and threw my friend's phone across the cafeteria. Foxy got me, which is even funnier because he's my favorite, so I got scared by Foxy. But, fun fact, I do have the first 5 games. So, it's on my Switch. So I have a game capture thingy that my fantastic fiance got me. I have the game capture, so maybe I can play Pokemon with you guys, because I love Pokemon. I love it so much. And I can play FNAF with you guys, and we can be scared together, and you can be scared in the comments like I was, and I could be the one suffering for once. I think it would be fun, because we're on a journey together. To me, it's the best part of this. You're just interacting with other people, playing them on Steam for real. So I don't have them on Steam. I have a Switch, not the new one, not Switch 2. I kind of wish I had Switch 2 just because ZA looks great for Pokemon, and I love customizing my character. I'm also getting an emulator, which is like a ROM thing, and I'm gonna officially get to play the first ever Pokemon game I ever got, which was Soul Silver. Yeah, I played Pokemon Soul Silver on the DS. So my first ever Pokemon. You ready? Can you guess what my first ever Pokemon starter was? I want to see if you guys can guess it. If you want to. You know, if you don't, I get it. What do you think is my first ever Pokemon character? A blue one. Okay. And what's the other guess? I need to bug Switch 2 for Fire Emblem. That sounds fun. But, so you think a blue one. Okay, so you think a water type. And what do you think? Do you think it's a water type, a fire type, or a grass type? This is cool. I've always wondered what people think that I am via Pokemon, like who my favorite is and what my favorite type is and everything. It's so much fun to talk to people about Pokemon, because nowadays when I talk about Pokemon it's just to my fiance, because most people don't really care about Pokemon, and I love Pokemon. I grew up with Pokemon. It was my show, it was my game, it was everything to me. So even now, yes. So my first ever Pokemon was Cyndaquil. And to this day, I have a deep love for Cyndaquil. My favorite Pokemon is Gengar. Because Gengar, fun fact, I used to be scared of Gengar. When I first ever watched the show, I was scared of him. And then when I got Soul Silver, I got a Ghastly, and I named him Gassy. And I didn't know about much evolutions and stuff. So when I got Cyndaquil, his name was Cindy. I didn't know they were a girl. I didn't know they were a boy. So I had a Pokemon named Cindy. And then I got a Ghastly named Gassy. And he evolved into a Haunter, and I was like, oh my god, that's so cool. And then I can't remember if it was because I traded or if it was like the one game where you could switch. Yeah, please drive safely. Focus on lurking. Don't watch me. If you're driving, don't watch me, okay? You can lurk, but don't watch me. Okay? But I like watched all this stuff, and Haunter starts evolving, and I'm like, oh my god, you know, what's my cute little Gassy gonna be? And then he became Gengar, and I was like, ah! I was like, ah! My baby became a Gengar. So it scared me. But to this day, like, I'm like, yeah, no, don't step on the gas like you mean it. Don't stop. Stop. Oh no, where'd I go? You're making me crash out. You're making me lose it. I'm running around. How did I do that? How did I do that? How on earth did I do that? How did I do that? Did you see me, like, throw myself? Where did I go? That's weird. That was scary. Just checking, okay? My, something, like, glitched over on my, stream manager. So I just want to make sure everything's okay real fast. You know, going from playful to serious again. Everything good? Everyone okay? You know, are we set? Am I lagging? Is everything good? I just want to make sure that we're good. I don't want to mess anything up. But yeah. Okay, everything's good. Great. Don't step on the gas. Okay, thank you. But yeah, so I was shocked when Ghastly became Gengar and Cyndaquil became Tysplosion. And then I figured out that I have a curse. Every single Pokemon that I would get was cute, right? Everything was cute. It was one of those where I'm like, oh my god, look how cute. Gassy, Cyndaquil. I got Larvitar. I think that's who it was. And I called him Tosser, because in the Pokedex it said that he tossed sand a lot. So I called him Tosser, and then he became Tyranitar. Like, in the end, he became that massive, like, Godzilla-like creature. So, like, every single Pokemon I got that I thought was really cute as a baby became, like, a giant monster at the end. Like, I was like, oh, Larvitar! Yay! I got a, what is that Pokemon? The fossil one. It's like a T-Rex. I named him Reptar. His name's Reptar. And I have a Reptar plush. I have a giant Reptar plush, and I have a small Reptar plush right behind Foxy. So, like, I named him Reptar. Because I loved him. Never watched or played Pokemon that much as a kid. Well, hopefully, I can play Pokemon for you, and you can see it. I hope, you know, to either I draw it, or somehow I get lucky enough to... I have a binder full of Pokemon cards. I do. I have, like, a massive binder. Sometimes I forget that you can't see me, because I immediately turn to go grab it so I can show it to you. But you can't see me. And I don't have, like, an extra camera to show you. So, like, I have a binder full of Pokemon cards. I have legendary Pokemon cards. And I love them. I don't know how to play the game. I've never played the game. I collect the cards because it's a love for me. I don't do it to sell. I don't do it for any of this. I just really like it. I love the cards. I love the artwork. So I save all the cards. I have an Arceus. I love my Arceus. I have a Mew. I have Mewtwo. I have, I think, Zapdos. I know I have Kyogre. I have Deoxys. You know, I have a lot of Pokemon. I love Pokemon. I have 1, 2, where'd it go? I think I have 3. I technically have like 5 things of a Gengar related thing. But I also have like a giant Bulbasaur plush. I also have a Jolteon, a Cubone, and a Pachirisu. And I'm actually getting myself my first Cyndaquil plush. It was supposed to come tomorrow, but the snow and ice, I don't think it's coming. But you know, I'll make sure to post a photo of it, of my new baby, on stream. Not on stream, but on X. So if you're on X or Twitter or whatever you call it, make sure to tune in because I will post a photo of them because they're adorable. And if, hey me, hey me in this stream, I'm talking to future you, if you ever figure out how to edit, you know, because you suck at editing right now. You've only cut clips. You haven't done anything. Put in the Cyndaquil photos here. And then put in the Gengar photos here and Bulbasaur. And also do Reptar and Foxy and Moon and Monty. Okay. That's talking to editing me. Do it. If you don't suck, do it. Sorry. I have to talk to myself because I am struggling. I'm gonna clip that. I'm gonna clip that because that was kind of funny to think about. So I think that's fun. That makes sense, right? That makes sense. I think it makes sense. Yeah, it makes sense. See? Listen to that guy. Yeah. This is so much fun. Like I said, I don't care about numbers. I don't care about anything. I'm just having a good time and spending time with people and being there for y'all. Even if you're driving, do not step on it. You know, I'm just happy to be here and help out. I hope one day I can do collabs and all this other stuff, because, you know, maybe one day I could get really lucky, and maybe one day I could, like, collab with a bigger one, and then we can just make, like, a funny stream and videos, and, you know, people can laugh and enjoy it, and it's, like, something silly. You know, that would be a dream. That would be so cool. Maybe lightly tap on it a little harder. If it's icy, don't do it. If it's icy, don't do it. The icy part is from me, by the way. The lightly tap on it harder is from that guy, pal. Shout out to that guy, pal, for holding down the fort. Oh, I was using DaVinci Resolve, which is hard to figure out. And it, like, made my video so long. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. I talk a lot. Like, I'm sure you already know this, because I have basically been talking nonstop for almost 2 hours. So that's kind of something, you know? Talking for over almost 2 hours. That's actually nothing. I've talked way longer. I am a social person. I don't know the meaning of stranger danger. It never worked on me. If anything, I am the stranger that is danger, because I will approach people, and I will talk to you. I will be in an elevator, and I don't like elevators, so I automatically look and start talking. I feel bad, because I know some people are introverts, so I'm sure, like, me just addressing them straight up and just talking to them is kind of awkward. But I love it. I talk a lot. A whole lot. A lot, you know? But to me, it's easier. Matter of fact, let's think of something to put on You're Only an Introvert Sober. Aww. Well, just know, if you still want to be an introvert, or if you're sober, you can always chit-chat here. I ain't gonna judge you. I'm gonna question what you're telling my people to do, but I'm not gonna judge. I don't mind if you're an introvert. I don't mind if you're an extrovert. You can be whoever you want to, because we just had that long emotional talk. I do have a funny thing to do. I think I'm gonna do a tweet, because we're a little over halfway now for what we've been doing. I think I'm gonna do a silly tweet for the middle of it, so that way, if you're watching this from Twitter, and you see, well, not from Twitter, but if you're watching this from YouTube and you follow me on Twitter, or you see a clip on Twitter, you'll know why I tweeted it. Question is, what should it be on all the topics that we've talked about? Let's see. We've talked about FNAF. We've talked about Markiplier. We've talked about MatPat. Ooh, we should do clap and a half. You know, hey guys, give me a clap and a half. Yay! Maybe. What do you think? I know only one of you is actually typing, and I'm still happy with that, just so you know. Take your time, do what you need to do. I like the idea of clap in half. You don't know what clap in half is? From Markiplier? Not Markiplier. From MatPat. They did GT Live, which was Game Theory Live. And what they did was whenever they were like excited about something, instead of just clapping, they would do a clap and a half. So you would clap. I know you can't see it. You would clap and then you would almost clap and stop. Wow, I never thought I would explain that. I feel old. You didn't watch the lives? Oh, see, I was never present while it was live. I was never present while it was live. I was only watching it afterwards. So, like, when it was sprinkler time, I would do the little dance, because around 5 at one of their old places, the sprinklers would come on, and they would always check to make sure the sprinklers came on, and they would, like, do the sprinkler dance, and they would go, sprinkler time, you know, and goof off. If it isn't obvious with who I talk about. Oh, you only watch the actual bit. Yeah, I feel like that makes sense. I watched GT Live because they would play the games. So, like, on GT Live, they would play games, and then while they did it, they would have, like, theories coming up, and then they would, like, be looking for lore and all the secret, sneaky things that they find and then talk about on the videos. Sorry, I am moving around a lot because I've been sitting crisscross, and my legs hurt. Ooh! And I have to pee. I didn't think about this. Why am I drinking hot chocolate on like a 2.5 hour? This is a 2.5 hour live stream, I think, that I'm gonna be doing. Don't question gravity. That sounded weird. Oh, man. But what if I want to question gravity? What if I like it? Oh, I'm a problem. My goodness, I'm a problem. What if I like it? What if I like it? And what if I do want to question gravity? What if I want to just go whoop, real quick? You sure gravity's still in place? Oh, you're no fun. Let me just let me just prepare and just oh, it's 9 o'clock. Let me just whoop, real quick. Let me just jump. You know? Make sure gravity's there. But no, my feet are now dangling. Yay. I'm short. I am like 5'2", IRL. I'm 5'2", and then Daphne here, me. I'm mostly just speaking as like the actual person. I'm sure at some point, when I create my own model, I will start focusing more on like being Daphne and everything. And if you like that voice, the being Daphne, that's kind of how I tried to voice Daphne. Yeah, I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2". At least I think I'm 5'2". Because that's what I've been told. I'm either 5'2" or 5'1", because I know my sneakers give me an extra inch. Do I go? Hang on, real quick. Fuck you. Fuck you. I don't go to the North Pole every winter. I just told you I don't do well with cold. You're so mean. Oh no, I'm gonna get short jokes. I have been told, I used to work at Brigade Boys and Girls Club, and I would dress up as an elf for the holiday. Like, I had elf pajamas and everything, and I would put on those stupid little jingly shoes and walk around, and every single kid truly thought I was an elf. And they knew that I worked there. So, like, every time it was around Christmas and I put on that elf outfit, they were like, oh no. Not actually, though. I love you. Mwah! You know, I do love you. But, like, yeah. They thought I was actually an elf. I'm so sorry. Is that legit, or are you, like, trolling me again? I'm so sorry. Aw. Here, I'll give you a little kiss. Mwah. You. Well, I'm not gonna take the kiss back. You might need it. First a short joke. Didn't you troll me? You're welcome. You're welcome. Consider it a thank you for putting up with my nonsense. But yeah, I'm 5'2". I'm 5'2", which is a foot taller, a foot shorter than Ghost and Soap. But yeah, I'm 5'2". I'm short, and I embrace it. I don't mind being short, because it means I can hide better, and I can weave through the crowds, you know? Yeah. Everybody has to look down. Imagine how I feel when I'm rolling to seduce a dragon, when I know good and well my neck is about to be cracked. Ah. Now I'm like, I would like to roll to seduce the dragon. Ooh, you know what I want to do? I want to find a bot, like that D20 bot, where you can roll a D20. And, like, one day I think it would be fun if we could, like, roll a D20. So it'd be, like, roll so-and-so chat or something like that. And I think that would be cool. It'd be even cooler if I could figure out how to make it do something. You know, I think that would be cool. That would be fun. See, I have so many ideas for the future, but I enjoy right now, too. I think it would be so much fun, you know? Just roll a D20. Though, I roll low. I roll really low all the time. Especially when I'm Daphne. I roll so bad. But whenever I'm rolling to seduce, I got a 20 charisma. So, you know, I'm winning. Until I roll a natural 1. Sad face. This is fun. I like this just chat stream. For sure. Though I think next time we will definitely play Bendy in the ink machine again. Because it's fun. So next Monday I will definitely be doing 7 o'clock to 9:30 again. Because I quite like this time. I'm still figuring out if it works completely, so this might end up being like an actual set time for streaming, so actual scheduled. You used to fuck with Bendy heavy? Yeah. I'm so happy that you were with me when we first ever streamed, because that's a fun game. I've only ever watched it. Like I said, I would hide. I would hide in the comments for the jump scares, and now that I'm playing, it's harder. It's so much more different watching someone play than playing it yourself. So, like, now I'm sitting here like, oh yeah, I want to play these scary games. I want to play FNAF. I want to do this. I can play all these games because now I have a reason. I can play and make people happy. And now I'm sitting here like, oh no, I gotta play the game. Oh, I don't like that my head keeps twitching like that. It's weird. I know it's mostly rigging and it's my fault, but like when I get too close or like crouch down really fast, it goes like I'm possessed. Like, ugh. I like it though. I really like this model. I think it's pretty. I like the boobas too. My hot chocolate is so cold. Does, like, your hot chocolate, like, have the chocolate settle in the bottom, too? Like, I have to, like, swirl it around. Cold chocolate. Yeah. It's cold chocolate. At least it tastes good. Cold chocolate tastes good. I think it's really nice. My, OC... So, me, Daphne, I don't know if I'm like not supposed to explain what I really like, what I actually look like as my actual like what I want to be and everything for like a custom one day, because some people say people steal the idea and stuff, but a bard. I designed her and everything. I have like a drawing of her face that I did and all that other stuff, but I think it's silly because I'm not that great at drawing. I try to draw. Like I said, I'm very pessimistic with myself. I am very much yeah, you guys are great. You can do it. This is what matters, I want y'all to smile. You guys deserve happiness. And then I look at myself and I'm like, ugh, you suck. I'm like very optimistic. And then I look at myself and I'm like, ugh, you're here. So like, yeah, I hope to create, actual me someday. But until then, I'm going to use this pre-made model, and I'm going to love her to death, for sure. Oh no, your phone's at 1%. You gotta charge that bad boy. And hi, I am now on the PC. Woo! I'm going to be in your browser history. Good thing I don't do anything not safe for work with this model because it is in the contract. Yay! Now when it's a custom one, like I said, feet won't be for free. I think that's funny. I don't see the sexual side of that, but some people get it. Some people like it, and shout out to them, Kudos. Contract must be long AF. So for a pre-made model, it's actually not that long. It was just like, don't be political. So it was don't be political, no not safe for work stuff. I don't think I'm allowed to like sell things with me like this. I know I can do art. I know I can, stream and all that other stuff. I know I can, if I ever become affiliate, I can make the money in the Twitch stream, but I don't think I can sell merchandise as this, just because it's not my design or my own person. I don't think it's that long. I did read it, but most of it is stuff that I wouldn't do anyway. Like, I wouldn't do hate speech, I wouldn't be racist, I wouldn't do any of that anyway, so I wouldn't try. Let's see if I can find them. Etsy. I got it on Etsy, and I will tell you who it is because I don't want to gatekeep who I have. So let's see. I think it was Mochi Studios. Maybe? I know. Hang on, let me just look up my VTuber. Why am I doing that? I'm not gonna risk testing the limits because I really love. Aha! There she is. Perfect. Okay. It is Mochi Motion Studios. You can get exactly this model there. This is who I am right now until I'm one day able to do a custom, which just want to point out, I didn't know this on X. Like, I'm excited whenever I get a DM because to me it means a chance to make friends. I didn't know that bots are like, I don't know why I didn't think it was a thing, but I didn't know like bots are a thing and stuff. So when I first started, I was like super excited about all these followers. Like, I'm so excited. I don't want to flex, I'm not here to flex, not here to do any of that. I'm just really excited because I've just passed 100 and something followers on X, and that's like so amazing to me. So that means 100 something people are looking at my stupid text messages and thinks it's funny. So like I said, I'm making someone smile. But yeah, so it says it is prohibited to use the model for political propaganda, violent content, adult content, or anything illegal. It must not be used for AI training, which, boo, no AI. Don't do AI. motion capture, or anything involving disassembly of the components for resale or free. So I can't, do anything slanderous or anything with this. Now, I mean, if you want to flirt and all that jazz, feel free. But I can't do anything scandalous or like that with my model. If I get a custom-made model, then yeah, that I'm gonna get a custom-made model one day. Definitely not right now because I can't afford that. And so one day I'll get a custom-made model, and then I can do whatever I want with that because I'll make sure to go through the full thing, get copyright and everything, so it's my model. Of course, always say who made it, who rigged it, because they're the ones that bring a VTuber to life. Just because I'm the one that voices it and I'm the one that's technically talking as them doesn't mean anything if an artist or a rigger isn't there, Because without them, there is no me. There's no rigger, there's no VTuber without an artist or a model. Without someone rigging or creating the character, there is no VTuber. Sure, I can talk all day long, but without any of them, I'm not me, To my knowledge, a custom model, I've seen stuff like if you get it drawn and rigged by the same person, I've seen it over $1,000 for a model. I know on VGen, they have a lot of artists and stuff. I see a lot of people getting verified on VGen. Yeah, it's a lot, but those artists are amazing. I can barely edit anything. I just figured out how to cut things, and I'm still figuring out all edits. I can hardly imagine rigging. So even me blinking is its own rigging. My mouth is its own rigging. The movement and the hair is its own thing. And I know that takes a lot of time. Not to mention, apparently when you draw a character, it's a certain amount of layers. So each hair is its own separate piece to make sure that it does this. It's a lot. It's really detailed work, and I'm so impressed. And I get so many bots and so many other people who are like, hey, you should have a custom model. You need a custom model. Catch people's attention and make them stay and all that. And I just can't afford that right now. Not only is it my second ever stream, but I cannot afford right now to drop $1,000-something on rigging and making a model. I wish I could, that'd be cool, even if it was a PNG model, someone drawing it, because I've seen some where they draw and it's $400-something to just create the model, because you need to have reference, you need to talk about them, some revisions and tweaking and working on things, and it's just a lot, and I can't afford that. I don't have a job. So this is me hanging out and having fun until I get one, Yeah, I plan to one day, if I ever get enough, or, some people in here, I feel if I ever get affiliate, if I get lucky, because I want to be positive, I want to be positive that one day I will become, affiliate or partner or whatever, but I also know that I need to be a little serious because it's an oversaturated place. But if I ever become affiliate, and I save enough money and everything, I really think I will get a custom model and create Daphne, the half-drow, enchanting bard that I've always loved. But that's just how it works, If I'm lucky enough. If I'm lucky enough that people see this and it touches their hearts and everything, I think I'll go for it. 50 followers? I mean, that's a lot of people. I'm just happy with my 4. Like I said, I have 4 followers, and that's amazing. I was happy with 2, I was happy with 1. It is a lot. It's a lot of people. it's crazy to think that maybe one day that might actually happen. VIP is 50? Is that partner? Is that what it is? VIP is partner? I don't know a lot about Twitch, to be honest. I only know Twitch for streaming, because I'm a shout out, someone that I like. I only watch them as a private Twitch person, so I don't actually stream on the person that I have. Partner 75. Thank you. But yeah, 50 is a lot. Then yeah, I think I'll say it. If I reach 50 people, and if, I'm lucky enough to reach 50 people and have this time with them and everything, I think if I can afford it, I will get a custom model of Daphne. But only if I get 50, and only if I can afford it. If I can't afford it and I get 50, I'm sorry, I'll have to save and try, but if I can and I'm lucky enough, then yeah, I think I could. But, I can't afford that right now, and I can't even afford getting someone to commission art, because it's not fair, I don't want someone to draw me as someone who took art classes and ceramics and painting and all these other things. I don't want someone to waste time that they could be making money on me if I can't afford it. I want to pay people back in their time. Oh, your model's pre-made? Yeah, I like pre-made models. She's cute. I had to figure out the hotkeys because that's my own fault. But, I love her. I think she's pretty, and it's a good step into the world, You pay a little bit to get this character, and you step into the world, you try it, and you can talk to people, you don't have to wait forever or pay a lot to get to it, But yeah, if I reach 50 and I can afford it, I think I would go for it, I think I would. Yeah, I might, like I said, if I get a job and I can afford it, I'll start commissioning artists, because, I want to. I would love drawings and pictures of all this stuff. Like I said, this is where I feel a little selfish, because I was talking about how I want to help other people and, be there for them, and now I'm over here like, I would love to see me drawn, and I would love to see art and everything, but, I think it's cool. I like seeing people's art talents. Like, on X, I see everybody's art, and I'm like, oh, that's amazing, that's so cool. And then I'm trying to draw, and I just can't do it sometimes, because I'll see their art, and I'm like, I need to step away from my drawing, otherwise I'm going to start trying to judge myself against them, and they got tons of time, and they put the effort and figured it out, But I think it's amazing, and I hope one day I can, because it'd be cool. I know it's not selfish, but I don't know if I say I grew up, because my family is very loving. I do draw. I draw a lot. I drew Daphne, the actual Daphne, not this Daphne. I drew her in a sketchbook. I actually have it next to me. I drew her in a sketchbook during Dungeons and Dragons, and it's my favorite drawing ever, because it's just her face. She is drow, so she's half drow, so she has gray skin, because I am a white person. I do not want a blackface or anything like that, so I make sure it's fantasy colors only, nothing, negative, I want to be safe. Two? Yeah, so she's gray, and she has something called vitiligo, which, if you don't know what that is, I've done so much research on it. It's when you don't have, like, your pigment, the melanin, kind of fades over time. It was an accident? Okay. It's when it's a skin condition. For her, personally in real life, I have a birthmark where on my stomach, half of me is darker than the other half. I know that sounds impossible, but really, half of me is darker than the other half, because my mother is half Mexican, and my dad is white. And he's so white that he wiped out all my spice tolerance. So that's fun. But in her case, her birthmarks is where her, and I joke as myself, mom and dad didn't mix. So, like, she has spots of pink on her ear and on her cheeks, and when she was a kid, it didn't look good, you know? She was made fun of it and everything. But when she got older, she got lucky, and it, you know, ended up looking good. But it's her, you know? Just like my own birthmark, where I'm, like, split in half on my tummy, is me, you know? Half is my mom and half is my dad. And I think it's cool that way, you know? If I can ever, you know, if we reach 50 and I can save it, then Daphne will come out and I will, it's crazy to think, but I could see her, you know? I made her and I played her and she survived a TPK, so if you play Dungeons and Dragons and you know what that means, you know this girl has seen some stuff and she flirts with everyone. If you breathe, she flirts, you know? She flirts with dead, you know? She flirts. It'd be amazing to see her in real life, you know. I know technically she'd be me, and I'd be voicing her, and I even picture how she voices, because, you know, when I do Dungeons and Dragons, I roleplay. I'm that person, you know, and Daphne talks like this, very slow, very easy, very ladylike, you know. She takes it easy, and she works on what she says, and focuses on it, because she means what she says. But then also I talk like this. Because sometimes, even though Daphne talks this way, it's much easier to get my point across this way. I'm committed when it comes to D&D. I like the idea of role-playing. I think it's fun. You know, it's like when you're a kid and you get to be yourself. I didn't, you know, enjoy my childhood as much as I'd like. My mom and dad aren't together, and it was hard sometimes, you know. It was hard growing up with the way I did. So I didn't get to do the fun, kiddish things sometimes. So for me, D&D is just being a kid with adults. You know, you go to a friend's house, you maybe get a couple drinks if you're into that, or get a snack for the table, and you roll pretty dice, pretty math rocks, as I call them. I'm a dice goblin. I have so much dice. And you play. You just hang out, have fun, create stories and characters and everything in between. You know, it's exciting. It's fun. It's something that was the highlight of my week, every week. And thanks to D&D, I met my fiance, you know? If I hadn't have gone, I wouldn't have met him. And to be honest, I probably wouldn't have been here. It's amazing what things happen in life, you know? Even in, like the Harry Potter says, even in the darkest times, you know, you have something that you can be with light. It's not the exact quote. I know the exact quote, but I'm not going to show you that much nerdiness. But yeah, like I said, I want people to feel safe when they're here. I want them to be able to be the person that they wanted to be. So if you want to be a kid, be a kid. If you want to be a troll, be a troll. Here, you're not just a viewer. Here, you're a person. You're whoever you want to be. And I am here for you. Even if it's just to run my mouth and talk a lot. Or get scared. I'm here. Because everybody needs a place where they feel safe. You know? Oh, I didn't mean to make you cry. I'm sorry. I am not a therapist. Do not. I am mentally ill. Do not make me your therapist. Oh, no. I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that. I am not your therapist. If you are able to afford it, do a therapist. I am not, so I am problems. But if you are able to, do it. But just know, even if you can't, and you need somebody, even if it's just to hang out and chat, or anything of that nature, I will be here. And I will help you out in any way I can. Because that's what matters the most. People. And if I'm lucky enough, I'm here for you. Yeah, people with problems understand the most, definitely. And I got problems. I mean, I think dragons are hot. That's not just because I'm a bard. Like, people with problems, they understand. And I don't pretend to understand. I don't. If I don't understand, I'm upfront and honest. I'm not gonna lie to you and say that I get what's going on and I see your pain and I feel it and I experience it. But I will be there whenever you need me. Even if it's just to chit-chat for 2.5 hours. I'll do so. Because without y'all, there's no me. And all I want to do is make you guys happy. Because you guys are what's important to me. Because this is fun. And even if it's just for a quick break from the world of everything going on with politics and chaos and war and everything. At least you got one spot here. With your bard. That might one day look completely different. But I promise you, even if I become Daphne and become that character, if you need me, I'm still here. Even if I just talk different. Or just talk the way I talk. I'm still here. I'll always be here. You with the bravos. You do the bravos so much. My favorite part is that now I've committed to the bit of you guys being over here on the screen. Because in reality, you're over here. I'm looking at you on my screen. But to me, you're up here. on here, you're right there. Clap, clap, clap. Clap and a half. Remember, clap and a half. You clap, and then you give space. And with that, it is 9:30. So, I wanted to say thank you for coming in and hanging out at the tavern. I will tweet clap and a half. 9:32. It says 9:30 for me. Is it really 9:32? No, it's not. You're trolling me. You're trolling me. With that, thank you for tuning in. And I look forward to seeing you. I will stream again on Monday, same time. I am going to find out if any other days work, because I know right now it's kind of once a week. And if I'm lucky, I will stream again this week. Maybe Saturday, maybe Thursday. Either day. I'm not sure. My fiance is actually going to be doing VTuber 2, so that's kind of neat. He plans on doing it on Fridays, which means I want to look after our puppy dog, Luna. So, with that, now that I've ran over, is it really 32? Because on my iPhone, and well, now it's 31 on my iPhone and my laptop. Not my laptop, but my PC. But yeah, with that, thank you so much for coming in. I love you guys. Bye! Oh wait, I forgot to do raid. Hang on. Oh no. I said I was gonna do a raid, and then I never did it. Ah! Oh no. How do I raid? Ooh. Oh god, I said I was gonna do it. Just know, you don't have to stay for the raid. This is my first ever raid, so I don't mind if you don't do it. I'm gonna try and find a VTuber. Just because you guys joined my VTuber, so I figured it'd be fair to give you a VTuber. Yeah, I think I found the raid thing. Let's see. I said I was gonna do a raid, and then I didn't do it the first time, and I felt bad, so now I'm trying to do a raid. I'm sorry. There was scuff. How about a goblin? Are we cool with seeing a goblin? You know, I think a goblin would be cool. Honey goblin? That sounds nice. Yeah, I think we should do honey goblin. I think we should do that. So I'm gonna put us over to honey goblin. Yeah, tell them that we came from the tavern and we had a great time. And once again, thank you. Bye! Oh no, it says I'm unable to raid honey goblin. Ding dang. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So then we'll just go to Cupid Lyle. Yeah. If I'm not able to stream to them, then, you know, sorry. If I'm not able to raid. That is something I'll have to figure out. But bye! Nope, I can't raid. I'm sorry. So, scuff. Bye! Bye-bye. Have a great day. I knew something would go wrong.